John Sherman. I'm this year's Great Ball Contraption theme coordinator for BrickCon 2018. So we have about 48 modules here today, and we're going to start with Seesaw, which is one of my favorite modules. A lot of the people like this one. It's a nice reciprocating motion, followed by what I call Little Wheel. I don't know what it's really called, but it's one of the Brick World modules. Pusher Upper, this nice hypnotizing translating module. And then followed by my oldest module, which is the Zigzag Stair. This is the very first one I ever built.
Still going strong.
It is, after a couple of transmission rebuilds, one of them last night. So then we have 4-bar, nice mesmerizing model. My second oldest Sweep Stair. And then into the Escapade, another fan favorite. They love watching the balls go up. Then that exits with an Akiyuki flexible ramp. And then we have what I call Up and Over, which is one of my newest modules. It uses a polarity switch down at the bottom to reverse direction. And it'll take almost 30 balls and dump them reliably. It also won one of the BrickCon awards this year.
Nice.
And then into 4-bar 2, another 4-bar type mechanism. And then my take on the Brick World ball pump, where I've added a little rattle tower to it to bring it down. And then my always cantankerous 2-arm lift, which that's been this weekend's problem child.
Somebody always gets that special place.
Always one. It's usually a different one every year. Right? And then we have the ski lift, and then a nice simple green ball lift, or a ball pump. Then we go into 3-wheeler and my spiral ramp. And then next in line is Circular Logic, probably the most difficult one I've ever built. And it's been running really well this year. Then we have the ball ramp, or the ball run. Also one of my older modules, but it's just lovely to watch. And then we have a series of chain lifts. And the large one that runs across the back, we had actually planned on a whole circular layout, and I built that. It's actually a bridge, and you can lift up that whole section, and it'll recirculate balls while you do that, so that we could have a gap in the tables to walk out instead of crawling under tables. So from the back bypass loop, and we go into actually another bridge module that built by Matt Norman. It takes us all the way across the back into a couple of modules built by Amanda Payton and Ann Payton, two of our lady builders. And we have a chain lift, and then we have the Akiyuki spiral stair, and then a scissors lifting, or well, it's not a scissors lift, but it's a reciprocating bridge module, followed by a GBC wheel. From the GBC wheel, we get into a section by Kevin Mitchum, and he's got one of his pusher modules that he's posted plans for on the internet. It's a nice simple module that just works well, and it's really easy to build in simple parts. And then we go into a chain lift, and this actually sorts Zamper spheres and GBC balls. So only the GBC balls go through. The Zamper spheres keep recirculating through the module. And then after that is a ball pump, followed by another one of his pusher modules, and then just a simple turning arm mechanism, and then into another chain lift. And then we get to his Christmas stair stepper.
I like that. Very nicely themed.
Yep. And then over here at the end, we have Dave Dagobi. I wanted to say Jadobi. Another one of our award-winning modules this year, and he's using an inverted set of tracks.
It's one of the interesting things about it is it can take either a 16 or a 32 wide hopper, and then using sloped bricks, and it can output it either by the little toggle on the back by pushing it from left to right. So right now we got to go into the right, and then feeding into the next module.
Well, very good.
So after Dave's module, we're back into a set of Kevin Mitchum models. We have a side track, another chain lift, and then those lead into his train, which is running on some Bluetooth and Arduino, I think it's Arduino, sensors to stop the train and run it back and forth. And that goes back over to Kevin's last module, which is the wheel module. We have 2 pusher modules by Josh Gay, and then a Solaire, another chain module, and then we're back over to a section by Matt Norman, and he's going to talk about his.
Hey guys, I'm Matt, also known as the Great Ball Pit, and these are my modules here at BrickCon. First up is Solaire. You may have seen before. It's been copied and spread around the world, which is really cool. Next, I have my Tricep Module, which was actually inspired by a module I saw on one of your videos previously where it had the 2 separators. I kind of took it, I thought, oh, I'll make it 3, and it worked from there. Next, I have a tiny little conveyor belt which feeds this bypass module, which is actually bypassing my Lego Boost Pachinko module. So this is all powered by Lego Boost. My cell phone is actually back there somewhere running it because you need to have a phone or a tablet. And what's happening is it's a pachinko game, and when the ball goes into the jackpot, it's going to spit out some additional balls. So we'll see if that happens here. You'll see up here the balls get fed into the jackpot mechanism, and these balls go into the play area. It was really cool. This is my first boost module. I wanted to see if you could turn boost into a module. It seems to work out pretty well. It's been running pretty good all day.
Yeah, that's really creative. I've never seen one like that before. That's a really neat idea.
Yeah, it's really neat. After that, I have the Reservoir. This just holds balls and disperses them at a fair rate, which I've seen in many of your other videos you've done. And then this is my Grey Lime XL module, which actually won a trophy this year. Belle of the Balls at BrickCon 2018, which is really cool.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. It's my first trophy, and I'm really happy with that. And then we move into Dave's cheesy buckets.
Yep.
Dave?
It was, because it's got a cheese spiral right there. They used to have a buckets that would swing back and forth, but the buckets proved unreliable and were dumping balls, so we had to disable it with my name tag, Brick. Anyway, the spiral comes down there, and then the little filler racer track here, a simple blue lift conveyor belt, and then we're feeding back into the end here. This one, unfortunately, did not work, but it has a really interesting feeding hopper that spins and then puts them through into an Archimedes screw, and it has a built-in counter, but fortunately it didn't make it. But Justin Pratt did a great job. For his first GBC, it's fantastic.
Yeah, some great work still. So then I think I'll round the corner here. That takes us back into John's modules here. So you mentioned you were the coordinator this year, and I believe is this the largest BrickCon GBC ever?
It is. We had 52 registered modules, so that's a record for BrickCon. So we're really pleased with that. And we ran, I think it's 48 of them in this large loop. Earlier we ran in several smaller loops, but this afternoon we strung them all together and went for the big show. So
there you go. I love it. I think it's always more impressive when you can get them all going together. And obviously it's harder to run because then you've got everybody has to rely on all of them working, but it's really cool.
yeah, and it was challenging because we didn't have a circle of tables like we had planned on. So that's one of the reasons why we went for the smaller loops, but we kind of looked around and saw that we had kind of these large bypasses that we thought we could hook the corners to, so we worked it out. And
you figured it out. Well, I can't wait to see the GBC continue to grow here at BrickCon. I think it's really fantastic, and getting builders involved in everything is always so fun. So I know you guys put in a lot of hard work. I always appreciate that, everything you do to keep this running. I know the public enjoys it as well, so thank you.
all right, thank you guys.